How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are on episode number 13 of Season 7 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer as we edge closer and closer towards the final episode, which... very, very sad, but at the same time, very exciting, of course, with what's going on at the minute, with the potentials, with the first. So, yeah, it's been a pretty interesting season so far, and I'm excited to see how this episode plays along. With Dawn in the last episode having the misconception, of course, with her being the new potential, but of course it was revealed to be Amanda, I think her name was, after the... big energy thing was confuddled. So, yeah. But, yeah, great episode last time around. It was a great speech to close out on as well from Xander, which really attacked me in the heart. So, yes. But it was superb stuff, and I'm excited to see what does happen in this episode. So, without further ado, let's get into episode number 13 of Season 7 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go.
And then apparently someone told them that the vision quest consists of me driving them into the desert, doing the hokey pokey until a spooky Master Mama Slayer arrives and speaks to them in riddles.
Good old days, right?
That's not exactly how I put it. Hey, how's it going?
If they say death is your gift, run.
What?
Ow.
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 Ow! Spike?
What's wrong? Spike, what is going on?
Chip. God.
But he didn't attack anyone. What the heck? Oh my god!
Delivering the tea. Okay, not when you make it sound
Buffy,
dirty
what?
like that.
Yeah, Buffy, what's with the tea?
It's just tea.
It never is just tea.
Hey, I figure the best thing for a cold is a nice hot cup of boots. Hey.
Was she
For someone who's
pretending?
sick, you're sexy when you pout.
What
Why do you
the?
do that? To get you to stay?
She definitely has a thing.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna stay for one drink. Then I'm going home.
It's never one drink.
One drink. How long have you enjoyed having sex with women? Hey!
Wow!
What, you think you have some sort of special buzzbadar or something? Okay, you know there's a better word for that, right? You really haven't been getting out there much, have you?
So
Well, can you
she has her
always
reasons.
tell? Just, that's when I knew. And it wasn't women. It was woman. Just one. Lucky woman.
Yeah, well, sadly she wasn't
Victim of
lucky
love,
because
I
of
think.
a piece of shit.
Okay, you're right. Not a book thing. It's a phone thing.
Who are you gonna call? That
Ghostbusters!
phrase is never gonna be usable again, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom was all proud, like I was making some political.
Listen, Pat,
Well, no, Finn is his last name. Yeah. Well, did he used to work there and maybe he got transferred?
Riley died.
Oh. Wait, is this actually a flower shop or is this one of those things where I'm supposed to play along to show that I know it's really secret ops? Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Probably not.
I think you should know.
Oh, okay! I don't know how to feel because Tara, but,
Well, that was nice.
what the oh my... What the fuck? What the...
Are you okay? Not used to literally knocking girls off of their feet with just the power of my own
What?
lips.
The bringers are probably coming
No,
too.
I'm not the first.
You made me do things I can never take back, ever.
I'm not the first.
Oh, is he gonna go off against her? Oh my god!
Wait! But if he's the first...
No, I'm not the first.
You're not the first.
I know.
Not corporeal.
Oh my god. You're back.
Hey, bad touching! He's from kindergarten. Non-yellow crayon stories in which you don't come out in such a good light.
Any
Oh.
for example, you want me to start talking? Hey, Willow.
What? happened?
Then I look like him.
Oh, like a glamour.
Maybe.
Maybe they'll send help.
Maybe we can't wait.
I say it's probably because of the kiss, and there's this guilt because as soon as she kissed Kennedy, it's like, hey.
Okay. Safe to say no one will ever accuse you of being too butch. Has anybody hugged him?
Oh no. It's all gonna come to a black. Oh no. I don't believe it.
Where are you?
I don't believe it.
Oh, good. Let me just get some tapes for the car. I've been working on this mix.
You're not coming.
What? Why? Because I used to be evil?
No, actually, because you're annoying, but that's a good reason, too.
Don't.
I can tell. I know her. Okay.
Amy!
Well,
Oh my.
Okay. Here's the thing. Hi. Here's the thing. I'll just get this out of the way. I'm
Ah!
so screwed up. But I mean, you already knew that because you lived it. It didn't work?
No, it didn't, you dumb bitch.
Willow,
What the heck?
you slapped me.
No, I didn't. It wasn't me. It was
Don't
Warren.
tell me. Yeah. Oh no. Don't tell me. Yeah. She's not just physically becoming Warren. She's. Oh.
Willow! Willow, wait! Okay.
What do we do to deserve this? Oh no. This ain't good. It's too dark. Oh, you! No!
Buffy.
No! Oh, shoot.
Where'd they go? How did you know who I was? Oops.
Amy, what have you done? Amy, what have you done? Oh, no.
You'd be amazed.
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. You can touch him! You can touch him! There we go!
Me too. Me too.
Way to make sure you're okay. We were worried.
Oh.
Explain yourself, mister!
Now, wait a minute. You think I'm evil if I bring a group of girls on a camping trip and don't touch them?
Time to get some oh my god.
Are you still with us? Well, that guy was
Whoa, what the shh?
just the beginning.
Ah!
Miss Summers,
Are these.
it's been reported that you tried to contact him earlier today.
I knew it.
Hey!
17 are to be left in your hands. His chip. We can either repair it or remove it.
Remove it. I mean, it's a dangerous option, but I think we're
Tell
gonna
me
go
why
for a
you did this to
removal.
her. The hex I cast lets the victim's subconscious pick the form of their punishment. It's always better than anything I can come up with. Elegant, you know?
Undo it. Let her out.
Okay. You know what?
Oh, wait, I forgot.
You are the
No,
worst.
why would you do this to her? You really hate her that much? And yet everyone keeps on loving her? So what's wrong with having a little fun, huh? Taking her down a peg or two? Fun? She's disappearing. Fading away in that creep.
You're turning her
And you
into a
think it's fun.
monster.
It was just a game. It's not
Oh,
my
you know
fault
what's a
she's losing
game?
her.
Jump in a volcano!
I killed her.
You mean him,
Her. Him. You know what I mean.
but you said her.
No. That was
Come
Warren.
on, Kennedy, break through to
No,
her.
no, it wasn't. You said I was there.
This is
Who did you
not
kill?
good for my
It
soul.
was your fault, slut.
You tricked me.
She was never gone.
She was with me. We should have been forever. And I let her be dead.
No, you didn't.
She's really dead. And I killed her. The whole magic thing out. It's just like fairy tales.
What are you doing?
Bringing you back to life.
Oh, Kennedy. Jeez.
I have no idea. I'm so tired.
You know what? Same. Same. I am tired with hurting Willow. Ah, the tea's a nice reference to when Kennedy was ill. And, yeah. Oh my god. You know, it's like salt on the wound, really. You have this idea of Willow being turned into Warren. And, doesn't help because of Amy. Yeah. All because, you know, she decided, hey, let's make Willow feel guilty, and, well, when Willow felt guilty, let's make her feel even worse by making her, yeah. That is just really messed up, though. Like, having that, like, hex being put on her, so when, you know, guilt comes to that person, yeah. Oh, man. That was really, that was tough towards the end, especially Willow breaking down, but, yeah. And still, we don't know what Buffy's going to do. I feel like she's going to remove the chip. And I feel like that's going to put a big amount of trust. That's going to be very, very pivotal. And that's going to speak volumes about Buffy and Spike. So I feel like that's the option that she's going to choose. So, before she repairs it, be like, just as a precaution. But I feel like they're going to wrap up this thing that's been going on since season 4 for Spike the way they can. You've got that option to remove it, so... Yeah, that got real emotional, which is great, because I always love being emotional when it comes to Buffy. No, it was a really great episode, though, and a lot of areas explored, a lot of, I guess, past themes from previous Buffy seasons coming back into the fold, and it was just a really, really concerning episode, of course, with the whole Warren-Willow situation, but also, like I said, very emotional. The acting with Warren's actor and Willow, and Allison, should I say, was very, very phenomenal. And I kind of like the whole idea of this being an episode that says to Willow that it's okay to move on from Tara, to find someone. And yeah, I just worry that, you know, it seems a bit rushed with Kennedy and Willow, especially with the gap between Tara's death and I guess this episode. I just feel like, as well as Kennedy's, I guess, integration to the show, I just feel there is a bit of a rush going on there, as well as just the fact how quick how quick in general it happened. Though I am really, really liking the dynamic, I just worry if things just, you know, happened straight out of nowhere. So, yeah. So that is really my concern with the whole, you know, Willow Kennedy situation. But overall, I do have... do I dare say, do I have hope? We're in the Buffyverse. So, yeah. Remember, the only relationships that can succeed are shitty ones, apparently. Like, not mentioning what's happening on Angel. Anyways, as I digress, yeah, I do like their dynamic. They have a really, really good connection, seemingly, and not just that though, but there is that genuine interest that Kennedy has for Willow, and even with the kerfuffle that was happening and what she learned about Willow and that darkness and the guilt, the thing that was making her go guilty. She's still there for her. So I do have intrigue to see what happens as things progress between the pair. Just the main worry was just how quick that dynamic happened, that level of connection happened. So yeah, but overall, I thought this was a pretty great episode. It really does touch upon those layers that Willow has with her grief for not just Tara, but also the guilt that she has with her days as with her days in season 6 when she was going through that addiction, where she killed Warren and she became Dark Willow. So it really touched on those elements and explored how Willow was feeling lost and feeling hurt, and everything just stemmed when she kissed Kennedy, especially with the idea that I feel like this is wrong. I feel like I'm disgracing Tara, and I feel selfish, etc. And because Amy can get yeeted into the sun, yeah, that really caused a whole new problem with her not just physically turning into Warren, but as things progressed mentally as well. So and yeah, there was even she even echoed the same lines Warren did, which is funny because she wouldn't have heard what Warren said when Warren came barging into the backyard, but she did echo the same lines as Warren did in Seeing Red, so when he went for Buffy. So I thought that was a really, really nice touch in terms of I guess picking up that similarity. So as soon as Kennedy was in daylight, I'm like, and of course we know that Willow went to buy the same gun that Warren had used to shoot at Buffy. But as soon as Amy, did that and Kennedy appeared, I was like, they're not going to do the same thing as they did in Seeing Red. And lo and behold, here comes Willow. So yeah, but it was really, really sad with Willow breaking down, especially with her coming to the acceptance she's really gone. And oh, my heart was tested. Yeah. It was tested. I mean, the whole situation. I'm still not over Tara's death, and I feel like I know there are people 20 years on who are in the same boat. But I do like how this episode, whilst you do worry about the rushing of Kennedy and Willow, I do feel like it still does a good job at saying it's okay to move on, to find hope. And that, she deserves to be happy. I mean, her happiness would be with Tara, but she deserves to have someone. So, yeah, I really, really thought that was really nice, as well as just the whole idea in general. Like, as much as Amy can piss off, just the idea that there was this hex that was placed on her was just a very, very interesting idea to explore. So yeah, and here we were thinking Amy was improving, and instead she was just playing along. So yeah, but we know that season 6 for Willow was a rough experience with not just her addiction and how Amy was enabling that as well. So and that addiction grew and grew and grew and caused a rift between Willow and Tara, and things were looking so smooth, and then it was just one episode that we had happiness between Willow and Tara, and then she gets killed off and she becomes Dark Willow. She nearly brings the world to an end. So I really enjoyed how this season how this episode really had Willow pick at what happened in season 6 in general, because there was a lot of things that Willow had gone through in that season that put a detrimental effect on not just the Scoobies but to Tara, to nearly everyone really. And even Amy was a part of that, because so that was a kind of nice I guess link there, because like I said, she was enabling Willow, and so I thought that what we explored in general with Willow and how this guilt was acting was just really incredible in terms of a concept. So it was heartbreaking, but the idea, as well as the acting between Alison and the person who plays Warren, it was just really wonderful. But bloody hell, it was heartbreaking, especially towards the end. So awesome stuff. And like I said, with Kennedy, I do like the idea that she does have that genuine likeness to Willow. So I guess I do have a bit of a hope. I just worry, okay, because this is the Buffyverse. You can never be happy. So, but overall, it's great that she just has that genuine care for Willow. So but yeah, pretty neat stuff. I'm not sure if we're going to see Amy again, but if so, I think she needs to be taken down a peg. So after what she did, so yeah, that's what I'll say to that. But yeah, overall, great stuff. It was really great to explore Buffy and Spike's side of things as well. The chip's definitely getting removed next episode. That's my sentiments on the matter. But we'll just have to see what does happen. She could just keep it in just for kicks. Though I do feel like with Spike, he is there is that idea that I don't know, that you can start to see some kind of light for Spike. I mean, he has, well, there is still that worry with the first, of course. That's why he was keeping himself chained to the basement, and was even talking about, they're not going to be safe unless I get chained up. So so there is still that matter of concern, but I feel like apart from that, there is going to be a big I guess volume that is spoken by Buffy in order for the chip to be removed. So yeah, because obviously with Spike and Buffy's dynamic, it has been controversial, of course, and I think we won't talk about the elephant in the room, but with Buffy, this is like with her removing the chip and knowing that Spike has a soul. I mean, he's still capable of potentially doing harm. I mean, he could just bolt and say, "I'm back to attacking people again." But I feel like this is a big this is a big thing for Buffy in terms of how she perceives Spike at the minute. So yeah, and it will be very interesting to see what does happen now that Spike has free reign, because like I said, he could just go off and start attacking people again and be like, no limits, baby, woof, woof, woof. But no, I think Spike is definitely becoming a more humanized character, and someone who wants to help, and we've seen him express so much guilt, especially in the early part of season 7. So I feel like this is going to be a bit of a big test. So yeah, but it was cool to incorporate the initiative, I guess, even though Riley wasn't a part of that, which kind of sad, but I did like how his annoyance for Spike was still present. So yeah, that was pretty great stuff. But I did enjoy them exploring the old base. Pretty dark stuff, of course, but what do you expect for a place that's been abandoned for like 3 seasons? So yeah, but it was still really great to to see, I guess, the closure of Spike's chip situation, because that's been a 3-season thing. And it would make... I thought that the first would have corrupted it somehow, like, oh, I might not be able to play this game, but I can still play that game. But no, I think it's just because they even said the technology degraded, so yeah, glitches, right? So yeah, there was that, and we also had the whole situation with Giles and the first, and him potentially being the first. So I thought in episode 11 he touched something, but apparently I must have been wrong, so I must have just been imagining things, so yeah, or just been a bit too hopeful. Either way, yeah, there was a big element of concern regarding Giles potentially being the first, because we know at the end of episode 8 that he was, his neck was about to go. So, yeah. I just wish they would explain how he did escape, because there's still no idea how he escaped. At least we now have 100% affirmation that he isn't the first. He is Giles. He's still the same old Giles as we saw. Well, gone through some development, of course, but you get the idea. He's still flesh and bone, Giles, like he was in season 1, 2, 3, etc. So yeah, but I do hope they do explain that in the next episode or something, because I wish they would have explained it in this episode, especially since this was the episode where everyone's like, so Giles didn't touch anything. So are we sure that this is Giles? And yeah. And they wrapped it up in the same episode. So I did like the idea. Just thinking back to the episode, he asked Dawn to take a notebook to one of the potentials. He couldn't do it. Just adds that suspense, doesn't it? But yeah, I am pretty sure that like during episodes 8 to this episode, all the scenes with Anthony Head, they made sure, don't touch this, okay? Because we want to keep the suspense. But yeah, I would have been a bit, I don't know, kicked in the gut if they did off Giles. But yeah, I was not going to buy it for 1 second. You can't do that to Giles. So, but there is this interesting element about, you know, this is a very, very tactical situation. Take the form of the person that Buffy would trust the most. There we are. So, yeah, it was a bit of a tense situation, but yeah, at least that's out the way. Giles is still Giles, not the first. So hopefully we will get some answers, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, great episode. Yeah, I just want to give Willow a big hug. So, yeah, but like I said, it was great to explore. It was great for this episode to have some kind of progress, I guess, for Willow, with her being told it's okay for her to I would say move on from Tara, but it's okay to find hope with Kennedy. And yeah, it was heartbreaking, but it was a very, very interesting episode in terms of the concept with her turning into Warren and, you know, just that struggle that she was going through with Willow feeling like she was deserving of being punished internally, and then unknowingly was placed this hex by Amy. So, yeah, and thus we had Willow Warren, which, say that 5 times fast. Yeah, I'm not going to try. I'm leaving it to you guys. No, but solid episode. Loved it. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next time for Buffy. But yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. Toodles!